ballad, one of my favorite songs, literally playing right here on the middle of the 21st century. Happy new Monday, happy new month. It's February of 2026. I hope literally you are literally looking forward to enjoying this one. They claim it's a month of love. It's also literally the Black History Month. Literally, we're gonna be checking a little bit onto that and see what people feel about. I think it's been so many years for me understanding what the Black Month history means for majority of the Black people. But if you look at also some Black people, they're like, nah, this has not actually been able to make or bring any change for us despite the history being out there. Literally, the history remains being the same and the same. But literally, Karibuni Sana, my name is Joby, and this is the Black Hot Fire Network radio station. In case you're here for the first time, Karibu Sana to those who are with us on the radio station, returning listeners on the network, for those who are with us on YouTube as well, Spreaker, Spotify, and of course, to everyone who's on the rest of the streaming platform, Karibuni Sana. This is the Pan African Bliss. We got Kit in the building as well. Karibu Sana, Mr. Black Hot Fire. How you doing?
Adesana Joby, all right. Shit down here in South Texas, heading to the Texas-Mexican border.
Is it cold today too?
It's cold, but it's not as cold as it was last week. Last week I was in northern Texas, so it didn't get like it got down. Texas is a big state, so it didn't get hit down here like it did up there. Mm-hmm. And also, shout out to everybody in Mississippi and Louisiana, boy. They got no power, they got no food, and they freezing. They sitting there with no. I was looking at it on TikTok, people with sleeping bags, 5 or 6 coats on. Shout out to you Black people. You're in them poor states, and it's the South. You're not used to that kind of cold, and the power's out. Million people in Mississippi, Louisiana got no power. I'm like, God, hey, the roads, people are stuck on the roads. The roads have been impassable. People are stuck on the roads for 5 and 6, 7 days. Just stuck out there. So if you got no food in your car, man, and you ain't got enough gas, that means you run out of gas on the highway. You got no food. So of course people have been abandoning the cars, standing in trucks. I was like, that's crazy. God damn.
Sorry about that, but literally, I'm wishing everyone safety wherever you're listening to this from. And
shout out to everybody. Also, Emile. Shout out to Emile in Virginia, North Carolina. Emile in Virginia, North Carolina. You're getting a bad storm right now, so Emile, stay on the base, brother. Stay on the Navy base. Be safe. North Carolina's not used to this kind of weather either, so North Carolina heard it's all amped up. I used to live in North Carolina. I was in the military part a little bit. North Carolina not used to no snow and ice. It's a southern state. So, hey, good luck to you cats in North Carolina. North Carolina is amped up.
Let me pull up a couple of videos, see how the weather was during the weekend for a couple of people. But I've seen most of the flights were the weather was unfit for planes to be flying or for people to be literally traveling wherever they were supposed to be traveling. Let me look at the weather during the weekend in America. Yeah, I've seen so many people who are supposed to be traveling. Their flights were cancelled, including some Kenyans, maybe from Kenya to America, or those who are supposed to be coming here. And a bunch of them. Let's see.
The highway pile up on Louisiana.
Once again facing dangerously cold conditions right on the heels of another winter storm that delivered record-setting snow and freezing temperatures across the South. North Carolina is reporting more than 1,000 traffic accidents. Here's meteorologist Danny Beckstrom.
1,000, damn.
An army of clouds are clearing icy roadways across the South tonight after a powerful winter storm caused chaos for millions. Snow and ice stretching from Florida to Virginia.
This is the South. This is the South. That's supposed to happen up where Jibba Jabba and them live at, up in the north, not the South. Go ahead, Joe.
Wreaking havoc on the roads. North Carolina's governor says there have been more than 1,000 traffic collisions. Parts of I-85 and Kannapolis shut down for hours.
Shut down.
More than 100 vehicles stranded on the highway. In North Carolina's Outer Banks, this video capturing the moment an oceanfront house collapses into the Atlantic Ocean. No injuries reported. Firefighters in Nags Head battling this house fire in snowy conditions. Officials say the house was unoccupied at the time. In Gastonia, dramatic video capturing a driver fleeing to safety moments before a train collides with his tractor trailer stuck on the tracks. Chaos on the roads and in the skies. Thousands of flights canceled at major hubs for Delta and American Airlines. R. Morgan Norwood is at Newark International Airport.
This winter storm is a major stress test for airlines, especially after the last winter storm triggered a meltdown. Already today, thousands of disruptions.
Snow flurries seen as far south as Florida. Icicles forming on frozen orange trees. The Sunshine State seeing some of the coldest temperatures in a decade.
And Danny joins us now, so we won't shoot the messenger, but more record lows expected tomorrow.
Another round. Orlando, Jacksonville, Miami all saw record lows this morning, and it looks like we could see it again tomorrow morning. Lows in Jacksonville and Orlando in the 20s. Miami tomorrow morning, 36.
I was just in Orlando Friday, guys. I was talking to Joby. I was just in Orlando Friday.
Was standing since 1909. As we look at the East Coast in general, the below average temperatures continue. Freeze warnings for interior Florida up the East Coast into the Northeast with the cold weather advisories. I want to mention the winter weather advisory in the Carolinas. That's more due to the snow that fell yesterday.
I'm not going to lie. Yesterday, when I got home Saturday, and then I had to leave, I guess, man, cold as fuck. God damn, this is Florida. I got home Saturday, my house was so fucking cold.
Damn.
I had to turn the heat up so high all day just to get the motherfucking house. The heat was so cold. I know it's gonna cost me a lot of money. I had to turn the heat on and let that shit run. My house really didn't get comfortable till like almost that night. I was like, God. So I left the heat on at the house, Jack. I left my heat on about 70 so to go off and come back on because I got now. I was keeping the heat off, man. That damn was cold to the motherfucker. That bitch. I was like, God damn.
You left your heater on now that you've left your heater on, kid?
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, they forget. We're not talking about the space heater, huh?
With you guys' electrical bill, we're just looking at that on Friday.
I know it's hard, but I left it on. See us. I'm sure you got them in the good houses in Kenya. We got a thermostat, so you can set it at a certain temperature. So I set it at 70 degrees. That means it'll come on and go off. So it won't let the house get too cold. Come on and go off. So, yeah, I left it on. I don't got the crazy electric bills like Michelle does. I know it's gonna be a little higher this month because it's been so cold. Like. That's why I live up there in Michigan, in the northern states. Their electric bills don't make no sense. I can't be paying those $700, $800 for no fucking electric bill. That's crazy to me. So that's why I live up in Pennsylvania, Michigan, New York, fucking New Jersey, and Maryland, and goddamn Milwaukee and Chicago. I don't live in that shit. I don't want to live in that shit. I don't like the cold. Fuck that. Man, it was cold as fuck yesterday. And I was like, oh, shit. God damn. Fuck. Because that wind was hitting. I'm like, oh, man. Man, it's cold to the motherfucker out of here. God damn. So,
thank God we don't experience snow here. Oh, my God. I can't imagine us.
Only place you get that kind of cold in Africa is South Africa. South Africa and Lesotho.
Yeah, South Africa. Yeah, I know South Africa, it snows. There's some parts of Kenya where we've seen snow. No, not really snow, but I know Limuru. Limuru is where Katie was born, literally where our parents come from, where she's born. Limuru is the coldest place in Kenya, like super. Every time cold. It's never summer, never. It's always super, super cold. That place, I can't live there. So thank God in Africa we don't experience this kind of literally weathers. But I've also been seeing people doing experiments on trying to burn the ice. They're saying this is not a normal type of ice. It's
not. You know, it's not a normal time of ice because I hate to tell you again, this is orchestrated again because you could tell when the shit started, you had chemtrails in the sky. See, nothing's a conspiracy theory no more. We know certain people are doing some certain shit. They're causing storms, they're causing ice storms because none of this shit is normal. It's global. None of this shit is normal, especially in the South. Not to be freezing temperatures like this where everybody put this up, Joe. Say roads. People stuck on the roads in Louisiana and Mississippi. Put that.
Okay.
Say people stuck on the road.
Let me share
in
this
Louisiana,
part.
Mississippi. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So even animals were getting frozen, literally. Even animals. Okay, I'm not finding the video. I was thinking I'm gonna pull up. People get frozen in. Sorry.
Say people getting stranded on the roads in Louisiana and Mississippi.
And
Getting stranded
Mississippi.
on the roads in Louisiana, Mississippi is Mississippi.
I just write it down. It's gonna
Okay. Okay.
This is
to John Mosquito. He always trolls me. I don't know how to
I know the Mississippi. I know.
the interstate between Ruston and Monroe, Louisiana. This was the last night these people were facing the second night in their vehicle. I'm not sure what has caused this. I think that there were some 18-wheeler accidents. The traffic is backed up for miles and miles.
Them people were there for 5 days. And remember, I was going to Dallas, and that's one of the roads I would have had to take. But I was like, something told me in my spirit, nah, don't go that way, Keith. It's going to be fucked up. So I stayed further south until I got all the way to Texas, then went north to Dallas instead of going all the way north in Mississippi and then going across 20 right there. That's the way I usually go. But some in my spirit, they said, nah, these motherfucking states, they don't know how to deal with snow and ice. I'm not fucking around with that shit. They don't got the equipment. It's gonna be fucked up there.
Or as I'm aware, they are still stuck there this morning, or a good bit of them are. They're begging for help in the freezing. You know, their vehicles are running out of gas and diesel.
Run out of gas. So they're gonna be freezing there, got no food. They was in there for 5 days, stuck out there.
The driver stranded on 1 to 20 in Louisiana for more than 30 hours. God damn.
I said more than 5 days, 30 hours ain't nothing. 30 hours, just a day and a half. They got there for like 5 days. Stuck. Run out of gas.
This lady with her 2 kids helping people with food and water. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. God bless your heart. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
We are on I-20 in Louisiana
That's
between
right, I-20.
Ruston and Grambling. We haven't moved for 4 hours. Other side of the highway is completely.
God damn, I was stuck on Saturday on the traffic for like 40 minutes. I felt like I was dying. I'm like, God damn.
40 minutes. That's it? 40 minutes.
And imagine 30 hours shit.
Clear.
30 hours. They were out there for 5 days. 30 hours.
I can't imagine that shit. Nah. I was really like, man, this is so frustrating. Like, what the hell, man? What kind of country are we living in? I was so serious.
Interstate 20 in Northern Louisiana has been at a near standstill since January 26th after Winter Storm Fern dumped dangerous ice and snow across the region. The worst conditions are between Minden and Monroe. Thick ice had made parts of I-20 impassable.
Exactly. See,
Areas in here.
the South is not used to that. See, in Michigan, where Michelle's living, they would have had that cleared. You're in Louisiana is not used to that, and Louisiana's a poor ass state. They don't got no money. So even I came up the other side, I went around that. When I got up to I-20 in Shreveport, it was all fucked up. They had the whole city shut down. So I went around that. But by the time I did get up on I-20 that day last Monday, it was all fucked up. I was like, man, what the fuck do I go? All the whole interstate was shut down. It was ice, snow. I'm going through neighborhoods in the dark. Like, where the fuck am I at? And look, I did get back to I-20. I got back. As soon as I crossed the border to Texas had their shit almost cleared up on the regular until I got to Dallas. And when I got to Dallas, it was all fucked up again, because that's a big city. I know, so I got to Dallas, it was all fucked up. I'm like, God damn, you can't. And I got to the place, hey, we told these people we ain't gonna be open. They wasn't open, the whole city was gone. But go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, wishing everyone safety. Stay safe out there. In case you're driving, you keep to stay safe and drive safely. Don't speed, we say in Swahili, there's a common methali for shout out to our Swahili teachers, guys. We say in Swahili, pole pole ndio mwendo, haraka haraka.
Slow.
Yeah, haraka haraka ina baraka. Literally, just go slow. You're gonna get where you're going, rather than rushing and you don't get where you're going. Pole pole ndio mwendo. And we always love relating to the tortoise story and the rabbit story. If you guys know the story, I don't need to go to that. But as we start with today's conversation, I want to read this article. Literally, again, it's February. Happy New Month to everyone again. I know for so many people, the year starts at this particular year. Literally, this month. For Ethiopia, I think it's April. If I'm not wrong, the year for them starts at April. But for majority
that's ancient Africa. So it kept a lot of African traditions, because that's the real beginning of the new year. Not in the ice, snow, and ice. That's white people got control and changed the new year from April to January. They switched it. That's what power does.
What about those who consider this February being also a new year? Because I don't know why some people also believe.
I don't know who does that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen some people also believing like literally February is the beginning of the year instead of January and April for them.
It's usually April. Ancient times, April was the beginning of it. Was the new year, because it's spring. Remember, everything is cyclical. See, winter, everything dies. Spring, everything starts to be reborn. So it's the beginning. It's a new. That's why it coincided with nature. Everything white people do is out of nature. It's always fucked up and out of Mother Nature and the Creator. It's always against the Creator. They take everything and distort it or invert the shit. Everything for them is outside of nature.
Sure. But it's literally it quotes the Black History Month. Do you, Keith, I think we've been talking about this a couple of times. Do you think so far as Black people, as the Black community, especially for the Black Americans, who majority, again, if you go back to the conversations we're having like last week about reparations, so many people still believe the reparations is something that is possible for Black people to get. Our history is supposed to be considered. And I think if you look at especially the Trump's administration, we've seen so many Black histories being wiped out. Last week, I think I talked about, can't remember, I remember there's one of the histories we talked about that is also recently right now being wiped out. I think also the Black History Month is one of the things they were trying also to wipe out of the calendar, literally not being recognized anymore, if I can remember.
Well, yeah, because they say, well, you have a month. Reason why we should have a month, because remember, white people globally have never mentioned anything about anybody Black ever in history. They whitewashed all of history. All history's fake white people. Some who ain't never even existed. They made whole lives of people. So us just saying we're going to celebrate our history is a threat to them, because you're talking about psychopaths. If they don't steal your history, they just want the history to just be all about them. They got to be the main character in everything, And like I said, they can't be the main character because people showed up 2 days ago. Ancient history is all us, not them. But they'll put white face. Everything has been whitewashed. And then you have a fake ass story about you go to school and about, what about Aristotle and Plato and Socrates, these motherfuckers never even existed. That's stolen African knowledge that they took out of Kemet. None of these people, Aristotle wrote 1,000 books. We know that's a lie. We know that's a lie. We know that's the raiding of the damn Library of Alexandria that the white man raided, stole these scrolls and knowledge. This guy Aristotle wrote thousands of books. How could you? When the Greeks were illiterate, they had no writing system. So we know they didn't write no books. These are all African scripts that's stolen, and they make all these fake ass philosophers out. Oh, that's this. It's like they do with the father of medicine, who studied in Kemet 25 years. Hippocrates. We know he existed, but he's the father of medicine after literally studying in Africa for 25 years, learning medicine. So how can he be the father of some shit that he learned in Africa for 25 years? Or the other guy, Pythagoras. Pythagoras is the father of math. How can he be the father of math when he studied in Africa 15 years learning math?
Exactly. Critical thinking and going back to history. And that's why they have erased our history on purpose.
Exactly.
This will take us back again to facts that literally relates to still black people. Everything goes back to the black people. And even the innovations.
We don't know your history. You don't know who you are, Joby. So they can steal your history and they can belittle you and say you had no accomplishment. That's how they control you. Because the African mind right now believes that white people are better than them. But black people worship white people because you don't know shit about yourselves. That's why history is so important. You get an understanding of who you are and what have you done.
That's so true. That is so true. But again, they keep on telling us we need to forget about history. But also another question. Do you think after still the recognition of us having black history on the calendar, every February people reflect back to the years of everything that black people have gone through, what they need to be, how they need to be recognized and all. Do you think we have actually gotten what we're targeting, or you as a black community, especially the black Americans, and you look at the division, we've talked about the FBAs, the so-called tethers. I don't know what the tethers.
No, they get rid of that. No, they don't like tethers. I was actually listening to Rick yesterday. I was driving, talking to some damn, you musty tether. Always call them musty. We know you're musty.
Do you think there's anything black people or the black history has actually been recognized as much as it's on the calendar for you as Keith?
What do you mean recognize? Recognize how?
Is it really given the respect the way black people wished for it to be given respect?
You got respect there.
I don't think our history is really recognized as much as we recognize it at the rest of the races.
So what? Who gives a fuck about the rest of the world? They don't want you to know your history. Your history has about you confidence in yourself. Hell yeah, you know who you are. The rest of the world hates your ass. So who cares what the fuck they feel? See, that's why you can stand toe to toe with them. That's why I'm confident, because I do know my history. I do know who the hell I am. I do know that people had kingdoms and greatness. So that's why I know more than the average African. But Africans always, white people better than me. We need white people. We need Chinese people. Black people don't think they ever done shit because your history was taken away from you.
Personally,
you can't stand in your own goddamn confidence because you don't know shit about yourself. That's why you refer to other people like a Simba. The white man brought these things to the white man. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. See, I know the little that the Moor's going to Europe and she just no good bastard how to bathe, how to wash his ass, how to read and write. I know that here, so you can't come and tell me I'm listening to you. How can you tell me that I'm inferior to you? When my people taught you how to read and write.
Exactly.
You crazy?
I feel like for me, I'd also add to that and say, because again, it's not the first year that I am here to talk about the Black Month history. It's literally the fifth year, literally, of me talking about the same history, or the fourth, literally, of me understanding what it's all about. But if I look at how people embrace it, or literally, again, the indoctrination of our people, we're not meant to understand who we are, to embrace our history. As a matter of fact, we're meant to hate our history, to literally
Exactly.
look at
You meant to hate.
yeah,
You meant to hate the people.
this happened 2,000 years ago, so forget about it. White people have changed. That was my great
See,
granddad.
that's 2,000 years ago. Oh, were you worshiping some cat that's supposed to live 2,000 years ago? What do you mean forget about 2,000 years? Ain't that when your Jesus got here? That's 2,000 years ago. You try to remember that, and that ain't even history. That's some made up shit.
Exactly.
It's supposed to happen 2,000 years ago.
But
so I'm supposed to remember some shit that they telling me, but not my own real history. Get out of here.
Yeah, so but this article right here, I want to read this short article right here before we get into the political conversations and what took place during the weekend. It says Black history is more than slavery. Black history is more than segregation. Black history is more than struggle. Black history is innovation. Black history is creativity. Black history is resilience. Black history is triumph. In 1926, we had the Negro History Week where it began. In 1976, it became the Black History Month, and it being the 2026, literally 100 years of recognition on the calendar for history older than the calendar itself. Black history cannot be contained. It cannot be limited to the shortest month of the year. Yet it stands as a vital reminder to continue uplifting Black voices, advocating for equity, and decolonizing our perspectives and today.
Exactly, decolonize your mind. That's why they, right now you're trying to erase your history. For them, see, all that shit, see, you're dealing with an inferior people. That's why they always try. See, if they were superior, they wouldn't try to erase your history. They wouldn't try to do shit against you. They know they're inferior. That's why they got to keep fucking your shit up over and over again. You understand that? Mm-hmm. They want to make fake history, say they did some shit when they didn't do it. They want to make everybody white. They got Black people in Africa believing that Kemet was white people from their goofy movies and their goofy Bible. Are you crazy? Those are Africans. Mm-hmm. These people didn't even fucking really exist yet, except for being in the caves of Europe. Couldn't read nor write nor talk, and they claim to be you with all these fake ass propagandist ass movies. That's why your history is so important. Mm-hmm. Know who the fuck you are. Go ahead, Joe. But there were some Europeans in Africa. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me, Keith?
Oh, yeah, I hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as we move on from the next conversation, we have Mali, which recently took complete control of their literally gold, their mineral resources. I think for the last 3 years, we were talking about how they were having a back and forth with a certain company that was exploiting them, and the company was supposed to be paying back literally Mali for how much they have exploited the country, which was a back and forth. But now,
I think it was a Canadian. Is that a Canadian? Is that a Canadian company or South African? One of them. These companies are all white people. But isn't it funny? The United States coming back and say Mali, these let us back in. And they've been trying to kill Mali. They're the ones with the terrorists. That's how you flex power. You make them come to you. Now America's begging to be Mali and Niger and Burkina Faso's friend. Europe is begging to be their friends. Because Africa, you want the power once you stop being cowards. Now you got America begging to come back in, Europe begging to come back in. I would say absolutely not. See, you're not to trust these people, I told you. All that shit, they were trying to overthrow you, trying to kill you, put sanctions on you. None of that shit worked. So now they're coming back, oh, we're going to change our efforts and try to be your friends. They're not your friends. They only want what they want. You lost Joby again. Now they're trying to come back and soft shoe it. And also tonight we're going to talk about these Epstein files. And that's only the tip of the iceberg, partially with these Epstein files, that everybody's been protecting these damn pedophiles, rapists, criminals. The whole country is compromised. What I've been saying. They got threatened there eating children, raping them. Then we were crazy. These are conspiracy theories. That's the nonsense they put up because they control all your newspapers, all your social media platforms, all your damn mainstream media. That's why you can't cover none of this, because the same people raping these children, kidnapping these children, eating these children, control all your media, control the narrative, so you never know what the hell is going on. And then when you do put it out, your shadow ban, oh, you're a conspiracy nut. Conspiracy theories. And that shit they put out is just the tip of the iceberg. Oh, allegedly. Got Donald Trump raping children from 30 years ago, allegedly. And all these other wicked bastards have been raping children for years, allegedly. Bill Gates, allegedly. Elon Musk, allegedly. Jeff Bezos, allegedly. And all sorts of people in the damn Senate and the Congress, allegedly. Remember, Pizzagate was a conspiracy theory. You see the same characters. Barack Obama's up in there, allegedly. Raping children and eating them, allegedly. George W. Bush in there, allegedly. Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, allegedly. Papa Bush, George H.W. Bush, allegedly having sex with young black men, allegedly, and then killing them, and then eating them, allegedly. No, we don't even talk about the drinking of the blood, the adrenochrome, allegedly. That the world is being ruled by the evil you can't fathom. Where's your fake ass Jesus or your fake ass Allah and all these Arab motherfuckers that you goofy Muslim motherfuckers worship? They're all in there too. You want to tell me about your goofy Allah, Allah, or your goofy Christianity? Get the hell out of here with that shit. Get the hell out of here with your fake religions. Oh, these people raping children. Hold on, guys. Oh, my other earpiece. Give me a second. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Almost out. A second. Yeah, Joby. You hear me? Yeah, I hear you. Okay. You guys had to call them. The fiber cut. You had to call them. Yeah. I send you some data. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I send you. Give me 1 second. Down. Oh, guys, give me a second. I can stop right here. Send Joby $5 for data. Can do it. The people where now? Okay. Yeah. Second. Second, let me get up this exit real quick. Hold on. Let me see. All right, give me a second.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back on the show. I'm back. Yeah. It's still going on. Yeah, let me wrap it up so that let me discuss my conversation. Then just wind it up. Catch me up there. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Our internet is really buffering. Safaricom has really been really bad for the last 2 weeks. Even in my house has really been bad. But as we wind up with today's conversation, because time is super gone, I think we're gonna wind up with the main conversation of Ibrahim Traoré, saying that he's going to be banning political parties. Literally, that's the new update of Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traoré says he's going to be banning political parties. And I think personally I've been heavy on talking about political parties. We know political parties have not served any positive effects or purpose when it comes to the African people, especially majority being the youth. Because I think coming this week or next week, today actually we have demonstration. So Kamlesh today couldn't make it to work because we have demonstration of the matatu. Matatu drivers have striked the whole of Nairobi. People have actually been forced to walk by foot from distances to work this morning and this day.
Oh shit! Yeah, so there you go. Okay, so there you go. So how long is this strike gonna last?
I'm not really sure because the reason of the strike, I think we discussed it last week. We said that the boda people have been burning down matatus because of the accidents. Any minor accidents that happens, the boda people have been literally touching down the matatu vehicles, which has literally led to this demonstration. So today, the whole of Nairobi, there's no matatu that is operating. So many people have been forced to trek to work or use Uber, and you can imagine, especially with the cost of living, because right now the taxes have also gone super high, 40% higher on so many.
Yeah, they can't afford no damn Uber.
Yeah, no. So many people, like, literally have videos of so many people who are just walking to work. Like, it's crazy. People had to trek from distances to town, literally.
Is a boda driver cheaper than the damn? It's probably not enough bodas to carry all the matatu people.
Bodas are expensive, especially today, because even for me today, boda people are overcharging me. Like, literally, I've been overcharged than the normal price I pay. Oh, like, God damn, are you kidding me? Because the matatus are not working. That's why you guys are taking advantage. Because
of course they are.
Yeah, those guys do that every time. Every time matatus are not working or it's rainy, they overcharge people, and which is a norm. I mean, we expect it, but we're like, God damn, you're hiking this price literally because people are not on the road. Yeah, so today, literally, also for the boda people,
what's the average price for you? Because you only live 15 minutes away. What's the average price for a boda ride from there to the studio? How much does that cost? 40 cents?
I normally pay 100 bob. 100 bob. That is let me see what's 100 bob.
Like 40 cents, 30 cents.
100 Kenyan shillings. That is 78 cents. That's what I pay to and from. When I'm coming to work. Cents? Yeah, to and fro that is in the morning and evening.
So that's expensive as fuck to go 15 minutes.
Yeah, and then now today I had to pay 150. So 150, that is because I was like, God, am I serious? I thought he was joking. Like, nah, Surangumu is a stone face. Like, he was like, stone face, this is what I'm charging you. So today I had to pay $1.16. $1.16, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I did, yeah. Which is expensive.
How much?
Very expensive.
Yeah, exactly. How much are usually the potatoes then?
Matatu from my place. Let's say if I take a bike from my house to the stage, then take a matatu, 50 Kenyan shillings. If I I always take a bike from my house to the stage, which is 39 cents USD. Then from the stage, if matatus are operating and if I want to take a matatu, that is 50 from my house to the stage, a bike, then 20 Kenyan shillings, let's say. 20 Kenyan shillings.
Okay.
Then 16 cents to the studio with a matatu.
Oh, damn. No wonder people, that's affordable. So damn. So now it's going to be rough on people. Shit.
Yeah.
You can't get back and forth to work.
Yeah, so today people are going to be overcharged.
What are the demands?
Their demands is for the matatu drivers to stop being banned because accidents sometimes do happen. People sometimes don't use the cross bridge. People would prefer just running on a highway. It's a busy road, then you don't want to use the crossing bridge. There's the footbridge where you're supposed to use and cross, right? But we have there's a normal road. I think I discussed it some time back on one of my shows where there's common accidents in Kenya. And the reason why is because people don't want to use the footbridge. They want to use the shortcut way of just running. How do you just like measure a car with your eyes, like the distance of a car with your eyes? That's crazy. Like, what if and most of the people you find they're drunk or they're thieves. That happens to the thieves and the drunkards because the thieves after snatching someone's phone, going all the way to the footbridge and someone is literally shouting your name, you're gonna be beaten. So it's easy for you to cross literally on a highway that is busy, and if you know how to zigzag, it's like you're zigzagging a bullet. Literally, that's what they do. So most of it is because of drunkenness and phone snatchers. The thieves are the ones who get literally to be run away. And before someone or the boda people come to realize that, or even the boda people, sometimes we have reckless driving of especially the matatu cultures that have these drawings, the big ones, the one that we showcase a lot. They have a bad tendency of always overtaking, and they overtake without caring because they know they have connections with the police officer. They can run away with anything. But this has become a tendency where people are getting tired, like you just run over a boda person, and like, you're not gonna take me anywhere. You're just a boda driver, you're not gonna take me anywhere. So the boda people have been so fed up about that, and they're touching down the matatus. Actually, on Saturday last week when I was coming from where I was outside, I met the boda driver was safe, but the guy who was carried was dead. Like, he died there immediately there. Like, I met a cops that morning when I was coming back home. So like, the passenger was being carried behind the boda was dead, but the driver was okay because the matatu
is an accident.
Yeah, in the morning, like that was on last week on Saturday when I told you on Friday I was going out. In the morning when I was coming back, like I met literally like a boda rider. The driver was okay, but the passenger was dead. So now this goes back to the driver, the the boda driver, and also the matatu driver. Like, you have to be answerable. How did this happen? Because if the guy maybe had other conditions or what, he's dead now, and you're answerable to the family and the police as well. So it's a lot too. It's really a lot. So the matatu people are striking because of that. Those are their demands. They're demanding just safety on the road when it comes to the boda people. Let them have an understanding and talk things out instead of maybe touching down the cars and all that, because literally affording a matatu is expensive. A matatu is really, really expensive.
Of course. Why the hell that's a crime. There's always this third world crazy shit. How you gonna just burn somebody's goddamn vehicle because of an accident? That is always like third world crazy.
That can happen. That can happen in America, because we're saying
the
same thing.
It can't happen.
We were discussing that with Christine on Friday. Was like, I think it's because Kenya has allowed so many things to happen. That's why we've gotten here. We don't have laws and rules like America.
Exactly.
America doesn't happen. Like, I've never seen this in America anyway. Like,
it'll never happen. You can't burn. Nobody's gonna burn no damn body's bus down because of an accident. You're gonna do the necessary things. It goes against the law. You're gonna exchange insurance. People say, okay, what's your insurance company? What's my insurance company? And then insurance company's going to battle out and see who's at fault and give somebody money for the accident. You don't get to burn nobody's shit up. It's crazy.
It's crazy. But as we continue on the main conversation and as we come to the end of today's conversation, apologies again. Our internet had buffered. Literally, our internet has been bad. Not even the studios only. Even mine has been super bad. Safaricom has issues. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
But
is this our internet or is this the data?
This is the internet. It's back again, but it's not dependable because it's been acting this way. So I'll just use the data in case it happens again.
In case it goes down. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
We have Burkina Faso, which has announced the ban on all the political parties. And this is actually very amazing because the similar country that had done this was Tanzania. And immediately when we had Samia Suluhu coming back into presidency, she returned all the political parties. One thing that Africans don't understand, and I want to share these different videos here, of young people explaining political parties being a scam, because they are a scam.
It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam.
Yeah, this is just literally a system that is built again, to cause division, to cause confusion, not just division, confusion, and hope. Like, where you have to keep on living in this system of always hoping change is possible, but never happens. And those are the opposition leaders. Rigathi Gachagua is planning actually a demonstration come this week or come next week. He has said that there's a possible demonstration. Now, this follows immediately after we saw Raila Odinga, of course, is passing, who was actually the main opposition leader in Kenya and very famous. And he always led this kind of demonstrations. So there's no any other famous political opposition leader apart from Rigathi Gachagua right now. So is it possible for him to pull that kind of a strike? Yes, it's possible. Will people follow? Of course they will follow. So that's how bad it is. And, of course, heading towards elections, so many things are expected to happen in Kenya right now. And the fact that also the whole of the East Africa has our eye, literally the whole of the East African countries have their eyes on us, because I think we set a trend in 2024 that if we don't showcase it in the election, it's gonna be a big failure, because people are looking forward to see if we're going to accept the same dictatorship. The fact that we fought against it in 2024, we raised our voices talking about how taxes are literally going to be making our lives very expensive and making people be stuck in the same position, and all that, the lack of unemployment and all that. So East Africa, shout to the Ugandans. The Ugandans have even been shaming us about our number plates. The Ugandans are saying our number plates are so pathetic. Like, how
number
dare
plates?
we?
What's that?
Yeah, the number plates, the car number plates.
Oh, what do you mean pathetic? I don't understand.
I don't know how, but this debate it just started online during this weekend, that Ugandans started saying that we have the most pathetic number plate in the East Africa.
Plates are plates. You get number plates. That's
number plates.
Most Ugandans, you ain't got cars. What are you talking about? It's about the plate. Shit, crazy.
But listen to this. My internet again. Let me refresh that just a minute. Okay.
A lot of people are angry or confused about why we can want certain things.
God damn it.
On gun safety or abortion, and then we get something very, very different. And the reason why there's such a massive disconnect is because 90% of the congressional districts in the country are drawn to be non-competitive or blue or red. So you think they have to please 51% of their constituents? They don't. They just have to keep the 10 to 12% most extreme ideological voters happy. The way you fix this is not by getting more excited for your point of view. The way you fix this is by changing the incentives so that you have nonpartisan primaries where they actually have to deliver for what most people in their district want and not the most extreme folks on the side.
I think he
like so many of you out there.
Sorry, I think he explained it in the most simplest way. Let me pull that again. He explained it in the most simplest way, personally, the way I understood it.
Hey guys, political parties are very useless. I'm going to tell you why political parties are very, very useless. I have 3 reasons that I can prove to you that these political parties are very useless. Number 1, they divide us.
Exactly.
How many political parties do we have in South Africa?
Not just South Africa, because personally I've been having on just Julius Malema. I don't know how many political parties are in South Africa, but I know for Kenya there are so many, and that's
on purpose. That's what the white man did with the fake democracy. That's on purpose. That was created by Machiavelli. Go study Machiavelli in Europe. Understand why you get these fake political powers to make you believe you're going to get changed when you're not. They're all controlled behind the scenes by somebody else. Mm-hmm. They're useless. It'll cause division.
Exactly.
A lot, right? And all of them are saying the same thing. We're gonna provide for you. We're gonna fight poverty. We're gonna do this. All of them. And you know what? What's the outcome? That political party got this percentage, that one percentage, that one. Now you look at your brother next door. You're like, you are an ANC member. You people are corrupt. Oh, you are an EFF member. You know, oh, you belong to COPE. It divides us, especially black people. We are divided. All white people are voting for DA, and then all black people are scattered around all these political parties. And it doesn't lead anywhere. It's all chaos. It's all manifesto every week. Because why? They meant to divide us. When apartheid was here, there was no many political parties. It was black people fighting the system. And they won because they were fighting the system. Imagine if there were political parties.
They're aspiring.
Like hundreds of political parties like we have today. We were not gonna win anything because we are divided. So we were divided. It was
enough South Africans. You didn't win shit then either. You didn't fight nobody. White people just don't give up. It's other African countries that fought on your behalf. And the Africans and Americans that had something called a divestment movement that crippled South Africa's economy. See, their money. You didn't do shit. Hate to be honest with you, South Africa. You didn't do nothing. Angola fought on your behalf and freed your ass. And black Americans fought on your ass. No. That's why white people still there and still talking to you crazy. Because you never fought nothing. Go ahead, Joe.
I feel like for us to be lenient with South Africans' history, it's for us to be lenient to the rest of the Africans' history, not just because we've talked about the miseducation kit, and we discussed how we've been lied to. Even us, we're not taught the real facts about the Mau Mau freedom fighter.
You're not talking about Kenya. You're not talking about Kenya. Shout out to us in the video. Kenya never got free. Exactly. The Mau Mau were marginalized. They put their puppets in there. At least, but Kenya can show. That's why it's never taught. Why is the Mau Mau never taught in Kenyan school how you fought? They don't want to know that you fought. That you fought these people. White people in Kenya inside, just like in South Africa, they say, "Oh, we're going to stop beating up on Africans and treat you fairly and give you land." Remember, Kenya was supposed to be another South Africa. Understand this. But you marginalized and then wiped out. That's why it was called, if you look at those videos, the white man. And why Kenya was specifically called the white man's land. So the Africans started fighting, shout out to them, and doing what needs to be done. None of this, and it wasn't no. See, you're not supposed to know this. You're supposed to give them fake religions, turn the other cheek, all this other fake shit. That ain't what won you some sort of freedom. The Kenyans were killing everybody. Everybody had to go. If you didn't get down in Kenya, you laid down. That needs to be taught to you. The mama said you get down and you lay down. You never taught that, so Kenyans grew up with fake history, even of their own country. That it was a brutal war in Kenya. Brutal. Goddamn Europeans torturing African people in Kenya, burning them alive, cutting off their penises. So the Kenyans had to match that energy. And if you were found, that's why the freedom fighters in Kenya called what? Of course, terrorists. Them trying to get back their own country and their own land. They're called terrorists. They said we're going to kill everybody, especially these white people. That's right.
Well, I'd say, I think it's, you remember the first time and when we got so serious with the South African conversations, I said, I don't think South Africans are educated about their history and they know so much about how other African countries helped them to be free.
They don't know that.
That's why they're so xenophobic, and not all of them.
True.
Don't get me wrong, Zerbo, if you're in the building, don't get me wrong. In South African, it's literally the whole of the continent, because I don't know, it's the whole of the continent because
it's the continent. It's Black Africa.
We're welcoming. We're welcoming. That's something else that doesn't make me believe it's the whole of the continent, because we're welcoming. Tanzania is so welcoming. I've been there. Like
all African people are welcoming.
Why South Africans are not welcoming? Because they don't know that part of the history, They don't know if some other Africans came to liberate them or help them gain their freedom. So I think that's why they think, and also having white people in their presence, and then again, we've been told about white people coming to liberate us and saving us and helping us. Like, what do you expect? I'm with the gods. So what you telling me? Like, what you telling me, kid? Huh?
Why the gods didn't give you a nice place to live? Why are you living all fucked up then?
That misinformation or behavior comes from that perspective of, again, you always have white people who are superior, you are the inferior. You have to work in their lands, in their farms for you to earn a living.
That's called exploitation. So they come to your country, steal your land, and then make you a slave and working on your own land for them, making them rich.
When will you ever see yourself as a superior in that kind of a situation? Never. Literally, never. Because the generation and generations, your generation and generations have been born in the same behavior of always working for white men. You don't have no dignity. You don't even know your history. You don't demand your history. And that's why we go back to the first question of the first article I've just shared. That's why I started with the Black Month history as well, literally. Because if you go back to all this, do we really embrace our history as Black people as much as we have a calendar marked for our history? Do people know how deep our history should be embraced? Do people?
We should ask that. You should ask that in Africa was not even taught. Why is African history not even taught in Africa? Not in Kenya, not in Uganda, not in Nigeria, not in Ghana, not in Tanzania. Why is it not taught? Who benefits from you not knowing who the fuck you are? Who benefits from that? Oh, your enemies benefit from you not knowing who you are and what you have accomplished.
Exactly. But literally, we're going to come to the end of today's conversation right there. Time is super gone. Apologies. I started a little bit off late, but better late than never, they say, literally. That's why we say, pole pole ndio mwendo, haraka haraka ina baraka, literally. So long as you've achieved what is expected to be achieved, that's the most important thing. But shout out to Sister Sinovia. Hope you're doing amazing. Peace and love to you too. But happy Monday to you all. Have yourselves an amazing rest part of your Monday morning. See you guys later. And in a few on the Rhythm Scoop show and of course on the Africa Today show. But we have Iwaton coming back with Let's Pop. See what she has on her discussion. Keith, maybe your closing remarks on today's conversation.
My closing remarks, family, come back and join us tonight. We'll be talking about Epstein, these files dropped. I wanted to talk about it. I got to do a damn show. There's something I got to say that Cal Joby research. Epstein files. Remember, none of the conspiracy theory. We know they've been effing children. They've been eating them, drinking blood. Remember, we talked about that 10 years ago. These are conspiracy theories. You're a conspiracy nut. No.
I feel like the most amazing part of today's conversation also is the Grammy Awards, where we had Travis Noah from South Africa, right?
Yeah. Who watched that shit? I didn't watch those Grammy Awards.
I know you didn't, but yeah, we had, of course, Nicki Minaj was out on the Grammy Awards, and Trevor Noah made a very serious joke about her being now a mega whatever. But Trump has said he's going to be suing Trevor Noah for those type of words. And what's even more crazy is Nicki Minaj herself tweeting that, oh my God, can you imagine Jay-Z is literally been effing children and kidnapping children? So has Trump.
So it's Trump and your husband and your brother, bitch. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Is it when that people doing what, Joby?
People are like, can you mention about your husband and your brother, then your president?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Crazy ass dimwit.
How much love, family? Have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful rest part of your morning. Come back. Those conversations.
And you got Kanye, no good ass. I about man. Shut the fuck up. You're like Candace. He can talk. I'm apologizing to black people. We don't want your apology. Stay gone, moron. We've already banned you. Go to Airton's fucking house. We already banned your nutty ass.
Damn.
Go to Airton's fucking house, yo. Airton don't know who's bad and who's good. Go to her house, goddammit. We already told you, nigga. You're done. We're done with your ass. Just like Nicki Minaj no good. I'm having Joby show that today. How Nicki Minaj is getting the clap back. Shut your filthy mouth, you wretched ass broad. You got Airton over there tomorrow. I like her. She's a good man.